From Scotland's perspective, from Steve Clarke's point of view, a draw would obviously be a great result.
Great result.
Then you've got Hungary as the last group game. If you can go into that game knowing that a win sees you through the group, that's got to be a great position to be in, I suppose, at that point.
I might be wrong, but I've done a bit of homework on the two teams, and I need to go more into Switzerland, but I've only watched them for a wee bit there. But it looks like they're all playing the same with three at the back in the last couple of games. You might be wrong. You might tell me a couple of months ago they were playing four, but what I've seen is that. So it's basically that'll be man for man in areas. They might just make it a wee bit different because they're all kind of playing a box midfield as well in there. So it'll be all to do down to who wins the ball in midfield in general. Because the ball, if you win the ball in midfield, it's generally going, you're attacking when you win it. And that's why I think we're good. Because I think that's our strongest in there, that midfield four. You could pair them from 5 or 6. That midfield four, I think, would be better than anything that Switzerland or Hungary could throw at you in there. Slobosly, if other midfield players have got to play, and these three teams are the best player. But it's a unit as such that I think has got to make sure. I think they'll get Scotland through to the next phase.
Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of the injuries Scotland are going to have to kind of handle, and Aaron Hickey, Nathan Patterson, Lyndon Dykes, Lewis Ferguson, obviously quality players that they'd have loved to have there, but they can cope without them, I presume, is the message.
I think so, yeah. I think Steve was speaking highly of Lyndon Dykes, but I do think Che Adams and Shanklin can do a smashing job as well there. Most importantly, that there's injuries, but that midfield is still stable. The regular starters are still there, and I think that's the big thing. Tony Ralston will probably come in at right wing back, and Tony, anytime he plays with Celtic, he does well for them. He'll get forward. He scored a couple of goals, so that adds. There's always somebody can score a goal there. As you seen the other night, there he gets in the back post and heads the ball back down. Somebody's got a chance. So I think Tony Ralston brings. There could be another couple of goals in the squad in the team because he's playing.
Can I just get your thoughts as a Scotsman on England's chances? Because I would just wonder, obviously, while Scotland are still there, you'll be all guns blazing for Scotland. But say England progress further than Scotland.
Well, to be fair, if I lived, my problem is that there's a couple of problems. One, I want Harry Kane to win something significant because somebody has standing. The game itself occasionally gets a bad press with people that I'm not top players, but they give us a bad name now and then. But he gives us a good name, everything he does. And I'm a football person, and I want him to win something. So I wouldn't mind if we don't get to the final. Then I wouldn't mind them winning. My problem is I live in England, and English people are unbearable. Anyway, at the best of times, but if they win this, I'm moving. I'm moving to Shetland or something because it'd be unbearable. I would be happy for Harry Kane and maybe Phil Foden because they've made me watching a game of football. Wherever I go, if I go to see them live or watching the telly, they make a great experience for me. So I'm absolutely no problem if they two win it, and there's another couple in there that are probably the same, but. Particularly Harry Kane. I'd like to see him doing very well. And also I've got something with a company here. I've done something stupid that every time England score, they've got to donate a lot of money to grassroots football in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
So in a weird way, I want England to score a lot of goals, but I don't mind anybody scoring a lot of goals against them.
You put Scotland 1-0 up against West Germany back in 1986. So now
that's right, yeah.
Scotland, Germany again. It wasn't the first game of the tournament, was it? I don't think, but it's maybe history might repeat itself. Who we could see Scott McTominay popping up.
Well, as I say, on the scoring goal, but we won 1-1 with Germany when I was a manager over there. The first game after in 2014 become world champions. I was more proud of that than scoring a goal against Germany. That's really, for sure. At one point in the second half, I thought we've got to beat them now. because we were playing, I mean, terrific stuff. So as a player, you can kind of manage your own due, and help people beside you, but actually trying to operate with 11 players and putting players on and getting the performance that we go to that point. And they were world champions at the time.
Yeah, true.
And I thought, we can do this. You know, we can do this. So really proud of that. And going back to what you were saying, who's got to score a goal? You never know. I think there's most ways of scoring goals. It's not really passing for the goal all the way through. It very rarely happens. If you do, then it's been shown in telly night after night after night after night to say this is the way you play football. So it'll occasionally happen a couple of times in a season. But what I do know is most goals come from somebody doing fantastically well to beat somebody or volleying it or a mistake, or set play. So I think in terms of Scotland can definitely make mistakes and definitely a threat at set play.